go, champ. It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon Briggs, and you're watching True School Sports. Let's go, champ.
Brendan Taylor here at True School Sports. You know, I get a lot of great interviews in this channel, but I don't think any of them are going to be as good as this one. I'm with my main man, my best friend, my roommate, Paul. Paul.
What's up? What's up?
Big time Danny Garcia fan, as you can see by the shirt right there. You can zoom in on that.
Yes, sir.
Big time Danny Garcia fan. So now he's going through a lot of scrutiny right now. A lot of people are criticizing him about this Samuel Vargas fight, and you have an interesting take on that. So you want to let the people know what you think about that?
Oh yeah, man. I think when it comes to like a lot of Danny Garcia fans, I think he has a great fan base. But I think there aren't a lot of solid arguments or people creating debates in his favor, and I think there are crazy solid debates and arguments in favor of Danny Garcia. And what I would say is, man, PBC spokesperson, I forgot his name, but it's an official PBC spokesperson, told USA Today, this article dropped about 2 hours after filming this video, they said that it's official that Danny Garcia is going to fight Keith Thurman. Now, with that considered, man, you know, people always want Danny Garcia's resume at 147 to be better than everyone else at 147, but he's only been in the division since August of 2015. So he hasn't been in at 147 that long, and you want his resume to be extravagantly better than everyone else at 147, right? Which is ridiculous because he's only been at 147 for about a year. And ironically, sometimes his resume is better than a lot of the 147s. For instance, when he got his title shot against Guerrero, Keith Thurman and Sean Porter had not fought each other. So he did have a better overall resume when you factor in his 140 division wins against like Lucas Matisse and Amir Khan, and then you know, he fought at catchweight versus Lamar Peterson, and then Paulie Malignaggi and Robert Guerrero as veteran fights. But my whole point is that he hasn't been at 147 that long, and you guys are giving him crazy criticism. He has a great resume at 140, so he's proven himself to be a fighter who can win as the underdog. So with that being said, he's also been on a layoff since January. January is when he last fought Guerrero for the WBC belt. And now he's fighting Samuel Vargas. And a lot of people see that as a cherry pick. But I don't see that as a cherry pick like y'all see it, because I see that more as a tune-up. Honestly, he hasn't been at 147 that long. And if anything, he's fighting the killer in his fourth fight at 147 against Keith Thurman in March, which has officially been announced. So if you want to call Samuel Vargas a cherry pick, okay, I give you that. But how can Danny Garcia be a cherry picker? Because Samuel Vargas is his first fight after winning the WBC. It's only his first. So Genndy's fought cherries. He's fought Dominique Wade. You know, Ward has fought Sullivan Barrera. You know, Terrence Crawford fought Derry Jean, who just lost to some dude named Sismundo Telemundo. I don't know what you want to call the guy that Derry Jean just lost to. But Danny Garcia, after getting the WBC belt, whether you agree he deserved it or not, he got it, he fought it, he won it. He didn't, you know, he does not the one who brings the fights to himself. Whether you think he deserves it or not, he got it, he won it. And the first title defense that he's going to have is Keith Thurman. How is that a cherry pick? How? Also, consider this. We always talk about PBC is tanking and PBC doesn't have money and that things are going bad. How come that doesn't apply to Danny Garcia? How come PBC tanking and not having money, how come we never consider that affecting Danny Swift? Okay? What if you guys say you want him to fight Berto or Molina? What if PBC doesn't have the money to put on a fight like that right now, where two fighters deserve a decent purse, like a Berto and Garcia, who would both deserve, I mean, of course, Berto's not going to deserve a Garcia case, but he's going to deserve a decent purse. What if they want to put all their financial eggs in the Keith Thurman versus Garcia? Now, if that's the case, if the case is that they cannot put a C-level fight like Berto and Garcia together because of financial reasons, if that's the case, that means Garcia has limited experience at 147, limited preparation, and what he's doing when he's fighting Thurman in March is the complete opposite of a cherry pick. Because he's not fighting preparation because there's no money in PBC, and according to a lot of you boxing fans out there, it's tanking. And he's only been at 147 for a limited amount of time. So now he's actually in the underdog slot, if you look at it from that perspective. But man, boxing's crazy, man. There's a lot of things going on. I mean, honestly, we all want to see Garcia fight better opposition. So I understand why people would be upset. But, hey, man, he's doing what we want him to do. He's fighting Thurman in March. USA Today and a PBC spokesperson has confirmed this. So I would say, you want to call him, if you want to say that he has cherry picked, I mean, you know, Ross Salto was definitely a cherry pick. And Samuel Vargas is a cherry pick. See, I can't even remember his name clearly. I'm confused with Sammy Vasquez. You can call those cherry picks, but he can't be a cherry picker because in between those fights, he fought either decent fights, ex-champions, ex-veterans, or really great fights. And so, you know, his last 2 years have been the normal progression of a fighter. Fighters, you know, they have catch weights when they move up sometimes, and you know what I'm saying, their first title defenses aren't the strongest, and then eventually they get to the killers. And you want to know what? Danny Garcia is getting to the killers a lot quicker than a lot of y'all favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because Keith Thurman is coming in March. Like I said, it's not a maybe. Unless the PBC spokespeople are lying to us. Now, if they're lying to us, then it is what it is. But it seems like Keith Thurman versus Danny Garcia is happening. And so I feel like I'm a Danny Garcia fan, but I feel like I'm an educated Danny Garcia fan. I like to have a balanced perspective on it. I don't think his career is like ridiculously done or as evil to boxing as a lot of people want to make it. I think at the end of the day, he might be going against the system by fighting Keith Thurman, because maybe there is no money to give Alberto and a Garcia both a decent purse. So why haven't y'all considered that? Oh, so you just want to hate on Garcia. I understand. You want to hate on him. You know what I'm saying? You want to hate on the only last great Puerto Rican fighter left in boxing.
Oh, God, here we go.
I get it.
Here we go again.
Nah, I'm being extreme there, but yeah, that's my views on the Vargas fight. I think it's just a stay busy fight for the hell of it, and so you know, he's got to stay busy, and it's a possibility that PBC doesn't have money. It's a possibility that he's you guys say he's avoiding Berto. I don't know how he's avoiding Berto if he's gonna fight Thurman in March, but fact is he's fighting Thurman in March, man. So that's just probably be the best fight PBC's ever seen. It's
the biggest fight PBC.
Yeah, I think Garcia wins it. I think he knocks out Thurman in the championship rounds. Championship rounds would be what, 10 to 12?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, 9 to 12. Yeah, I would say that. So yeah, man, that's my opinions on Danny Garcia.
All right.